Good morning, everyone. Um, Today, I'm going to talk about some problems that international students usually face. There is a wide range of problems that people coming from overseas, especially international students, come across. But the most important problem to me is finding a job. Like, of course, there's a cultural shock, of course, there's a language barrier problem, social cultural differences, then academic expectations and all that, then finances, just as I said, and individual problems and all that. There are so many problems that you have to face. But out of all these problems, today I'm going to talk about finances because if you have a family with you. Of course, the scholarship offers you a wonderful stipend, which is really generous stipend, I think, but that is only supposed to support the candidate, not the whole entire family. If you have two kids or wife with you, and now you have to find an accommodation for them, although school fee is covered by the scholarship, but still you pay for the resources, stationery, excursions, incursion, and all that. Then there is some other, of course, you would be doing shopping. Of course, there are kids who want to go to entertainment centers. There's Luna Park, there's Queensland Disney World, there's this and that, there's Geelong Park, Adventure Park. There's so much that you want your kids to go to. But the problem is finances. So today I'm going to actually show you how to do small courses, how to find placement, and how to find a job which is flexible, which makes sure you only work for 20 hours, maintaining your legal limit of time, and also making money, while also making money. One other thing, your spouse, if you have brought your wife or your father or any other spouse with your father, sorry about that, if you have brought your wife or your spouse with you, definitely they have full working rights. If they have full working rights, it means they can easily do these courses and work full time. And trust me, it's not that hard. Contrary to the popular belief that people like start using working at cafes or what, that you don't have to worry about anything. But the first thing that you need to know is before applying for anywhere, you have to have a police check. Police check is really important because there are certain checks in place that you must have before you apply for a position. Everybody would ask for these police checks. So Intercheck, this is a wonderful company. They just do online checking and everything. You would receive your police check within 24 hours or so. Or maybe you can do CV police check. They are also really fast. I have worked with various organizations and they all use CV check. Sometimes if your name is really common, the check might take a few days to come through. Nothing to worry about. It's just because there are so many names with the same surname, so they compare and contrast the data, and finally they find, okay, this is the person. We have no complaints against him. He has a clear record history, and they will put through your check. Then comes working with children check. So make sure you apply for working with children check. What is it? So if you want to work in early childhood setting, in a childcare, in a family daycare, in a disability setting, or maybe if you want to volunteer or work in a school, in a primary school especially, you have to have this working with children check. This one here, I would start from the beginning so I can show you exactly what to do. You simply write working with children check in it here. Working with children check, simple. You click here and then, as you can see, apply for a check. You can go here and apply for a check, and they would ask a few questions. They would ask for your ID and all that, and this is all online. I recommend having a learner permit because that would be a very strong ID. It has many points, so it would save you the trouble of showing your utility bills and all that. So Medicare, foreign passport with Australian visa, these are your other government-issued IDs, which can be very handy when applying for all these checks. Now, the next thing is that once you have all these checks, what do I do now? The next thing is to do a course. Or maybe you can firstly do the course and then apply for the checks, up to you. But nationally accredited courses, why I'm suggesting this? Because this is a very wonderful website. I have worked with this company. I have done Certificate 4 in disability. Some of my friends, they have also done Certificate 3, Certificate 4. They are really flexible. They're just phone call away. Just give them a call if you find yourself stuck, if you need an extension, if you have any problem, if you can't find enough information whatsoever. I would also show you what this course looks like. But at the moment, I would just quickly take you through the courses. Education 3 and Certificate 3 in Education Support. So this is Certificate 3 in Education Support. This is about the teacher aid or integration aid. And they are going to send you the whole pack with free of charge if you want. If you subscribe, if you register your details, they are going to send you all the information necessary. Certificate 3 will allow you to work as a teacher aid, as an integration aid in primary and secondary settings. Of course, you will need a police check, working with children check, and then once you have done this, you would have to do placement as well. And how you would do placement, they will tell you. You can contact the schools, you can contact the other organizations, they would send you some links, they would tell you how to contact these people, and definitely you will find some place to work in. Apart from that, if you want to work as a casual, like after you have all this, I would suggest registering with NZ UK. This is a wonderful company, especially for teachers in Australia, New Zealand, and UK. And you guys can register with them simply. Register and apply, like just put in your resume and everything, and they would definitely give you a call. But I recommend volunteering at a school before actually applying, because these people, they want a reference from someone who has actually seen you working. So that would be a good idea to volunteer. It can be a community organization, a primary school, or a disability center care, but you have to have like your placement, your work experience done before getting a reference. So once you do the placement, once you do the volunteer work, these people, they will give you a job and they would be sending you to many different schools, so many different settings. And there, each day, you will be paid for each day. Like it would be weekly payment though, but your hours will be calculated, and these hours can count in your placement as well. Hooray. There's another company which is Randstad. The same thing for here. They also to give you a call in the morning and they send you over to many places, and you work and you make money. Of course, 20 hours. Then here another ABC Childcare Center. This is not for teacher aids though, but this is a childcare agency. So those who are doing Certificate 3 in childcare can actually go and work there. Just give them a call here, contact us. They are in need of worker, trust me. And I have worked with all these companies myself, so I totally trust them. You are bound to get work. Mark my words. If you don't, give me a call. Just joking. Anyways, after this, what other thing I have here is aged care setting. Aged care, disability care, they are in huge demand these days. The reason the government has invested so much funding in looking after people who have some sort of disability. There are national disability schemes and all that. So they definitely need disability workers, aged care support workers. So you can either do Certificate 3 in aged care disability or Certificate 3 in individual support disability. So the beauty of these courses is that if you do Certificate 3 in individual support, you would be able to work in aged care setting as well. Or if you're doing aging, you would be able to work in disability as well. However, it's worth giving a call and confirming that whether it's possible or not. Because sometimes they change policies, I don't know why, but yeah, so far this is the case. After doing this, of course, you would have to find a placement. I suggest, in order to find placement, you simply go to different organizations into your place. Online search. All I have done here is I have said disability services in Manor. So if you're living in Craigieburn, say disability services in Craigieburn. If you're living in Sunshine, disability services in Sunshine. If you're living in Flemington, disability services in Flemington. And they would show you all these disability services. I just click here and all these services pop up. All I have to do is just give them a call and ask them if they offer any placements and what's the procedure. Or I can simply go to their website and ask. Some websites, they do have some forms online which you can click. For example, here, if I go, I can show you here, it says student placement. Student placement is here, and they have forms online. Just fill it out and send them through, and they would contact you soon as they have a spot available. And as you can see, upload your current police check. Your current police check means it should not be older than 6 months. Upload your student placement application. Application is right here on the top. You have to fill it out and then upload. Boom, you're done. They would call you in your house. You won't be calling someone. You won't be going anywhere, and you would be called for a placement. This is the best thing to do. Then, one more thing I would say is, yes, before I go this, I would, here, working with children check, I told you already that when we are working, this is especially important, especially when we are working in government schools. Like this is Recruitment Online. And this website is also very, very handy, because all you have to do here, I would show you what happens. Just Google, and I would say Recruitment Online. Recruitment Online, Human Services, Recruitment Online, Department of Education and Training. I would go here and I would press here. So these are all the jobs available here: teacher aides, teacher integration aides, primary teachers, secondary teachers. Here, as you can see, there are so many jobs at a school that you can apply for, and this is really, really effective. All you have to do, you just make a profile here once, and from, like, it would take you maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and from then on, you would only be clicking to apply, the button that says apply, and you would be done. They won't be asking to refill the whole information again and again. It's a very easy and smooth process. Now let's go back to where we were. And we were here. I wanted you to know that although you can say that, said, okay, fine, I do children care, diploma in childcare, and I do all that. What about my children? If I work, I work 20 hours, I study, and my wife's full hour, who will look after my kids? I would have to send them to childcare, so there is no point. Calm down. You are eligible to receive childcare subsidy. Of course you are. Because here, if you see the residence rule, childcare subsidy is the amount the government pays to support residents or students to pay the childcare fees while they are at work. So on your partner must be here. These are the residency rules. And if you look at the bottom here, it says you must also meet the requirements of either you or your partner are a student from overseas sponsored by the Australian government to study in Australia. Boom. You are qualifying for this. So you should know that you are able to make money, you are able to study, your partner can work really well full time by doing all these small courses, and meanwhile your child will be looked after in a beautiful family daycare or childcare, and that too would be supported. So live a peaceful life. Don't worry about anything at all. It's not at all hard. There's so much support available. It's just you need to understand and organize things and feel confident. One more thing, if you really need help with your assignments, with your essays, because of course English is a foreign language for many students and not everybody is fluent in it, your scholarship entitles you for proofreading support. You can apply for that. Like there would be a few, I think you can contact your coordinator or the person in contact, and they would further inform you on this, but you definitely are entitled for that support as well. They would pay for the hours that your proofreader proofreads your assignment for. So this is all for today. I hope this session was very informative, and if you really like my session, please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.